Yeah.
You get blamed for things that have nothing to do with you. Like
The weather's my fault.
Yeah. Gary, what's the craziest suggestion you've gotten for fixing the league?
I didn't know the league needed to be fixed.
Pete's words, not mine.
Yes.
Tell me what you think the problem is.
Do this in the summer instead. I mean, it's all wet
Or
out
inside.
here.
You do know we play on ice, and the water needs to be frozen.
One of the things I wanted to ask you is, how do you feel about people playing you in movies? Because in the last 2 years, you've had Blackberry and you've had Minor Leaguer. So how do you feel about your portrayal in movies?
There was also Bone Cop, Bad Cop, where they threw in the trunk of a car, so I think things are getting better.
Who do you want to play you? I know that's a kind of cliche thing, but
Brad Pitt.
there you go. I think would do very well.
Yeah, no, I think that's a joke.
Are you ready to travel the world with Wayne Gretzky here?
Of
following
course.
Ovechkin?
Wayne and I have had that conversation, and I think when Alex gets down to about 5 goals, based on his ability to be extremely prolific in any particular game, we're going to start following him around.
You guys going to do bunk beds or anything on the road? What's the plan?
I don't think that was the plan, but I'll see. It's up to Wayne.
Could save a few dollars.
We went to Utah, and that's going gangbusters.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Loved you sitting on the glass with Ryan Smith. That was amazing. Obviously, that was a relocation, but at some point, like, is there a number for you that expansion-wise you think would be too much eventually?
Actually, technically, it was a hybrid because it's a new franchise, but they took the hockey operations department and the players. But we get regularly solicited with expressions of interest, probably 10 or so cities and different owners. We don't have expansion as a mandate, like we want to be at a certain number. If somebody comes in and checks the boxes, then we'll take a look at it. And the boxes are obviously ownership, market, arena, and will it make the league stronger? And there are a couple of places that are trying to make a compelling case, and they may yet do that.
And you came in with the Panthers, so awarding that cup last year when they've got all this history behind, like, I'm sure in that moment you're like, man, I've been doing this a minute, but what's it like to see a team that came in with you get the cup with years of suffering and highs and lows and everything behind it?
Technically, they came in about a half a year after me.
Yeah.
But what was really nice to see was how South Florida has become such a strong hockey market. To see that building full, to see the knowledgeable, energetic, passionate fans, and to see how well hockey's doing at all levels of Florida has been great. And Florida's a great story because it's not just down in South Florida, it's up in Tampa too.
We can all agree that you're currently in your prime, but have you given any thought to how much longer you want to do this?
That was a nice way of you saying I'm aging out.
Oh, you're aging gracefully.
Well, that's so nice of you to say. I love what I do. I'm energized by it. The league has been growing. I've got great support of ownership. When you look at and it's not just me, it's all the people that work at the league office, it's the tens of thousands of people at the clubs. Hockey's in a good place, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it.
You're on the how many days on the road? 100-ish you estimated once?
Probably more. I've stopped counting.
But it's still, you're father, grandfather, and everything,
Yeah.
and you're still like you feel that it all still fits.
If I didn't have the energy, and if I didn't love what I do, and I didn't get thrilled every day to go to work with the people I worked with, then I'd have to think about slowing down. And at some point, father time always wins. I'll have to deal with that, but at least for the foreseeable future, I like where I am.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith constantly brags about his friendship with you. What is that relationship like?
He's a great guy. He's smart, he's knowledgeable and passionate about sports. He's great at communicating with people and bringing the important stories to life. And I've been to a hockey game with him, and we stay in touch, and it's great to have him as part of the game.
He's also a lightning rod, and I'm wondering, like, you get blamed for things that have nothing to do with you. Like, we were joking, we were like, we should have
the weather's my fault.
Yeah, it's like we should have Gary on and be like, well, we don't like the Blues jerseys. Why'd you make it that way or whatever? Like, you get blamed for things that are your fault, aren't your fault. But do you know anybody? Like, is there a person in the world that you know that can relate to that, or do you feel like I'm the only one that experiences
No,
this?
I'm not that paranoid. I mean, the fact of the matter is, people that run organizations, people who are in the public eye, whether you're a politician or a celebrity, or you run a business that's very visible, people are always going to be critical. And in this era of social media, it gives people more of a platform to be critical, and I'm okay with that. Not everybody's going to like every decision I make. What I do is I try and make the best decision I can that I'm comfortable with, and I try to do it for the right reasons. And if people are good with that, great. And if they're not, okay.
Well, we're aware a decision you did not have to make was to come on with us and talk to us, and we're extremely grateful you did. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm grateful for all you do to bring the game to more and more people and talk about the game, talk about the issues, talk about how terrific the game is. So
We love
thank
it.
you for all you do.
I mean, for better or worse, it is the most chaotic, ridiculous game in the world, so we love it.
We love it.
We all love it.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
You too.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
We all silly like the mayor.